What in the world is going on, everybody? Thursday. First of all, let me just say, Tennessee took care of business. Looked pretty good. Don't really. Biggest takeaway from that game, everybody got the ball. Aguilar showed up, showed out. Fifth, sixth school he's been at. Hey, man, I'll take it. They showed up. Everybody did their job. Defense looked good. Offense looked good. Did they look spectacular? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Syracuse, decent opponent to go up against. Wasn't NIU or LIU or one of those total patsies. Syracuse has I say they have the budget to get a good team. They've got good coaches and stuff. So good team to start out with. We handled our business, did everything. I thought I was pretty tickled. Had some people over to watch the game, so we were doing so well that I didn't pay close attention in the third and fourth quarter because I knew we had it at hand and we were all just having a good time eating and hanging out together. Some good buds of ours. So great game. Got East Tennessee State this weekend. That's going to be a practice game for us and start filling everybody out, get some more players in, and then we come to the Big G the next time. And, that'll be, obviously, we all know that will really give us our where we are when we play Georgia, what we need to improve on, how good we are, where we're deficient. But all in all, great start to the season. One of the best football weekends I can remember, to be honest with you. It was just out of control, man. Everything was good. Arch Manning, I hope he does better. Love the Manning family, but that was rough to watch. But anyway, we'll see how the weekend goes, man. The weather. Let me give you a forecast for the weather. We've got some chances of rain here and there, but I told you we're going to have a great fall. And I still think we're going to have a great fall. I was standing outside last night and it was raining a little bit. I'm telling you, we're going to have a late fall. I think that the leaves are really going to show up and show out unless we just go through a crazy dry spell here soon. With these little rains and the weather being the way it is, I think those leaves are going to hold on and it's going to be just, I think the fourth week of October is just going to be, hopefully it'll be just busting at the seams. But I feel like we're going to have a great fall season. It's already great. Football's back, baby. Dallas plays tonight. I am a Dallas lover. I love Dallas from back in the Tony Dorsett, Landry, Danny White, all those days. My dad kind of gravitated toward the Cowboys because of Landry. Had the cool hat, just a cool dude. So I'm a Cowboys man, for better or for worse. Obviously when they went on the run and was just beating everybody to death, I was tickled, But over the years, they've slacked off quite a bit, and I love what Jerry Jones has built, but he should step away and enjoy retirement and let somebody else be the general manager or whatever. But that is what it is. So tonight they'll be playing. There's going to be Thursday night rivalry games. Tomorrow, GP plays, I believe they got to go up to Unicoi. I think that's right. Sevier County's off tomorrow. Seymour and Pigeon Forge will play. So look them up. And remember, if they're playing at home, guys, go on your YouTube and type in your school. If your kid goes to Pigeon Forge, if they go to Gatlinburg, if they go to Northview, if they go to Seymour, type it in. If they're at home, I'm pretty sure most every high school has the ability to stream their games now. I know I had talked to Tony Stennett years back, and he said they were moving to have all of the schools have the ability to stream the games for people at home. So that's a really cool thing. It was just a matter of getting people who could run the equipment and stuff like that. But I think everything on that platform has kind of panned itself out. But anyway, great week. Just a great last weekend. Going to have a great weekend this weekend. And I want to say something right now. Um, Betsy and I went to church last night, and Kendall came in from school, and we went to church. We go to Pathways. I was born and raised around here. I've been to every church in this area hundreds of times. And we went to church last night. Had a special surprise uh, last night. They're doing a thing right now, and it's Brent's doing a series that's around music and what it means and how it speaks to you and things like that. Guys, if you if you want to go and see something special and see some of the old school that I grew up on, and then you've got some of the newer. Well, let's just say Pathways is a non-denominational church. They do believe in Jesus Christ. They believe in the salvation, the blood, all that stuff. But what I grew up in, Southern Baptist, Primitive Baptist, Independent, things of that sort. And of course, you had Church of God around here and everything like that. They had special guests last night, and I hate to give it away. I'm sure there's been a lot of people say it, but a good bud of mine from way back when and his wife, they came up, and I'm just going to say it. Jimbo Whaley brought Greenbrier up, and they did some old school bluegrass gospel stuff, and just fantastic, man. And just to see Brent and Jimbo and see their relationship and how they've grown, and just them talking about church and it's really cool. It did my heart well to hear the things they said to each other and about each other, and the fun, the little fun pokings of kind of how church rolls. So if you're interested and want to see some live music there, go over to Pathways this weekend and check it out. You can also look it up online. I don't know if they'll have last night's service online or if they'll have it on this weekend. But man, so cool, so cool. I did really well until I heard one of the songs that they did, and it just brought back memories of my dad and the old gun stand, and then even further back than that, Freedom Baptist Church, Connor Heights. Like I said, I've been to them all, and but just a good time. If you want to go to church this weekend, check out Pathways. Like I said, there'll be some live entertainment there, and then Brent will do a great sermon. There's also gun stand. You guys find you a church go to, especially if you've got kids. And if that's not your thing, whatever, get online and check it out. Most everybody's got an online service now, man. Put a little good in your life, and if you're not really religious or whatever, get out. Man, get out and go and spend the morning doing something fun. And if you're big into football, come back in and watch a little NFL or something like that. But guys, make the best of every day. And whatever it takes to make that day, do it. I mean, that's all I can say is just do it. But good stuff there. Oh, I didn't bring up the rankings from the Tennessee football. So the AP says we're about 22. Yeah, they've got us at 22. Stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. Coaches poll has us at 17. Not too much of a move, but I'll take that. Just like I said, simply because Tennessee performed well. We beat a decent team. I think we should be higher because Syracuse, whatever. That is what it is. But we'll see. I think after this weekend, then we get to Georgia, we may move up a spot or two because this weekend ETSU doesn't look to have enough to really go the distance, and then they'll they may move us up a spot, and then Georgia, they're going to wait until we get past Georgia before they do anything as far as doing some kind of a crazy boost in the rankings. But guys, like I said, it's been a great week. I'm experiencing more mower trouble. Yesterday I was mowing with my walk behind, and I guess the belt broke on it or something. And my other mower's still in the shop. They're having to do, it's about a 6-year-old mower, so they're having to do some fabrication on it, which is not what I wanted to hear, but hey man, you run them like we run them. That's part of it. But so I'm getting ready to go out here and try to put a drive belt on my my mower, so I can get out and get going today. Got to run to Knoxville and pick up some medicine. Look here. Got my grape rush, a little Tennessee. Yeah, got to get the day going. Betsy's gone out today. She's actually going up into Norton Creek to talk to a older gentleman about selling his house. Norton Creek, old development up there. So she's out doing that. She's got real estate's kind of trying to pick up. She put a new cabin on the market there the other day, and man, she's had people blowing her up overseeing it, and that's good because a lot of the cabins, it's very weird. Some cabins show, some cabins don't. A lot of times it's your rental history, it's location, it's the view, it's all that. But she's been very fortunate, very blessed as far as how real estate's kind of ticking along, and we're getting into a little bit of an uptick there, and hopefully that's gonna work out for everybody. So guys, if you're looking to sell your house or looking for anything like that, contact Betsy. Also, too, she's had a really good outpouring of people wanting to try the Bravenly products. I'm still, just so everybody's aware, I am still Gatorade Twitch free. They're still in my refrigerator. So if somebody needs a Gatorade Twitch, a little bit of caffeine, I got them, man. You can have them. But they're in there just collecting dust because I've got my Rush. I just had my coffee and my Gold. And just a great product, man. And like I said, I'm still in. I guess I'd be 3 or 4 weeks in and now drinking coffee, and that wasn't me before. But hey, things change, life changes, and it's such a great product. Betsy's doing well in it. She's getting people on board. Husbands and wives are starting to feel better. Their gut health is starting to just get better. Feeling a little better, and there's a transition when anything you do in life, if you're going to change things up, if you're getting off one thing and you're getting on something else, there'll be a rough patch, but that goes with anything. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So, don't lie to yourselves. Just be honest with yourself. Be honest with your partner and say, this is what I need to do to change my life. I just talked to a friend earlier this morning, and he had been to the doctor, and he's got, his blood pressure is high, and so on and so forth. And he's never really had that problem. Of course, stress, work, life in general, the things we eat, and he's waiting on his test results. I mean, I don't think it's going to be nothing major, but there's going to be a life change that he's going to have to do. Do those things, guys. He was talking about how bad he felt yesterday when he got home. He said, I just felt terrible. And I said, really? He said, yeah. And he goes, I think it was because the news that I got. And let me tell you something. There has never been a more true statement about how we respond to news given to us by, whether you want to say authority, a doctor, or whatever. When that happens, some people can combat it off, put the shield up and go, I'm not going to hear it. But as you get older, then you start really feeling the effects of what you've done in your life and things. You can get news like that and subconsciously not realize what it will do to you. But he said, I just felt so bad. I felt so bad. And I said, do you think that's where you got the news that you got? I said, I honestly feel like that's what it is. Because when I found out that I was diabetic, I fought it for, I probably fought being a diabetic for 6 months to a year. It was bad. I really put myself in a scary place, but I didn't feel scared. I kind of felt bad, but I had talked myself into thinking this is the way it's supposed to be. Or no, my body can handle this. This is just stress. This is what overeating does, so on and so forth. But I didn't realize how bad it got. And then when I got to the doctor or to the hospital, because my wife made my sister come pick me up and made me go, they said, welcome to diabetes. And I said, no. She said, we can't even read your sugar level on this meter. And I thought, well, that's good. I don't have a lot of sugar in my system. No, my sugar was so high, it couldn't even read. It basically was just giving them lines. So, needless to say, I laid in that bed waiting on the doctor to come in, and they're pumping me full of stuff to get my blood pressure down and my sugar back to normal. I laid in that bed with the worst regret of my life. I don't live with a lot of regret. I try not to. Try to live my life where I don't have to live with regret. But let me tell you something. I laid in that bed, and that is the most regretful day of my life. And that's just human nature. That's just from me knowing what I was doing and thought mentally, I can beat anything. I can beat anything. My dad worked 25 years thereabouts at Briggs in Knoxville. Double bowl sinks, bathtubs, lifting them. This man, he went 23 years and never missed a day of work. Perfect attendance, 23 years. That's how I grew up. That's what I saw. We didn't go to the doctor. We didn't take care. We went to work. We provided. Well, that's what my dad did. Well, I learned that, and I don't begrudge it at all. But as I've gotten older and my dad is gone, he wasn't there to tell me, don't do what I done. Don't wait and get this checked on until it's too late. Well, I did, because I'm the man. I'm the man. I can control everything. Mentally, I've always been able to take care of business. You're not going to shut me down. I know how to operate. Well, that's just a lie that I was telling myself. So guys, take care of yourself the best that you can. You're going to live. That's another thing I don't want people to do is don't lie to yourself. Enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. But man, the older we get, we need to start paying attention to how those things make us feel in the aftermath. Listen, you can overeat, you can oversmoke, you can overdrink, you can overdo everything. You can overdo the phones. Everything that we put in dictates what we put out. So just try to take care of yourselves. I guess that may be the main focus of this podcast this week. Is take care of yourselves, man. There's been a whole lot of negativity, and like I said, people passing away, people dying, older people. We had Jerry Bob Loveday passed away there a week or two ago. Mr. Reisinger that he was a teacher at the high school too. Just two great men, two people that impacted our lives. Now they were older, and they had. I don't know about Jerry Bob, but I know Mr. Reisinger had battled a little bit of cancer and then this, that, and the other. And Jerry Bob, I wasn't really sure. But man, you see those things, and those are people that really touch the lives of most of you that are following me now. And anybody outside of this, once you become friends or you pass this on to your friends, I want you to know that if I bring up anybody locally that maybe has touched me or something that's touched my life, I want you to put that out into other people, into your sphere of influence. Who have you lost? What have you seen happen that you can take in and learn from, and not just shield away and go, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Man, take those things in and help make your life better. We're never going to be able to take in the news and make our lives better. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. When I was growing up, and most of you, 93, my sister, she was graduated in 84. We grew up in a time when Walter Cronkite, and all these other people, we got 30 minutes of news locally, then we got 30 minutes of news nationally, and that was it. You might be able to pull something good from that. They tried to put some good into that here and there. But as time has progressed, you're not going to get anything good. You're just not going to get anything good for the news. I don't care. Even if you were to get, even if Fox, CNBC, CNN, all these garbage entertainment outlets. They say they're the news. That's fine. There is an element of truth to it, but there's always a slant. Always. And so just remember that, guys. But that you're not going to get anything good. You're just not going to get anything good from that. So put that stuff to the side. Don't take that in and think that you're going to get anything good out of it. It's just not going to happen. You have to use your common sense. Don't use somebody else's common sense, because there is none on the news. Nobody's telling you the absolute truth. They're giving you every little thing that they want. Okay? Anyway, I really, really, really want you guys to focus on what is going to be good for you. We only have this one life, as far as here on earth. And there's speculation about what's going to happen when we die. I feel like if I'm saved, my religious background and the way I was raised and what has made me who I am, I feel like I'll be in heaven one day to see my dad, to see all the people, see some of you, and whatever. But there's only one life that we have here. So all we know about what we have here are the goods and the bads of here right now. Do everything you can to make yourself as happy as you can and as accessible and good to people as you can while we're here on earth right now. It just works out better. Guys, it just works out better. Stop holding on to hate. Stop holding on to all the negativity. The things that Brent, our pastor, he preaches on it quite a bit. You cannot hold on to hatred. You can't. You can dislike people and you can dislike things, but you cannot hold on to hatred. The only thing hatred does is take you down. The person that you're hating on, they don't even know you're hating them. Most of the time, they don't even know you're hating them. And if it's that bad of a hate, then you're fighting. You're going to get to the point where you're going to fist fight and have to make amends that way. Most people don't do that, and that's good. I'm not, but let go, man. Let go of the hatred. Let go of the political hatred and things that are going on, and just who's doing this and who's doing that, who's doing this, who's doing that. It's not worth it. Not worth it. We have such great lives. We're the freest country, the freest people. We woke up this morning and we were just as free today, tomorrow, and forever as we'll ever be. So live life, man. Do yourself right. Find something. Get with your family. My kids now, they're grown, man. My oldest daughter, triplets. Just, you guys get out there and do good for yourself. Do good for your family. Do good for somebody else. That's the best feeling in the world, to get somebody to look at you and just say, thank you. Why did you do that? I don't know. I just felt like doing it. That resonates more than just about anything out there. But anyway, like I said, I guess I thought I had a plan for what I was going to say today. I thought quite a bit about a lot of issues I've heard and things like that. But man, I just after talking to my buddy and seeing some things online and some people that maybe have passed away, I want everybody to take care of themselves. I want us to longevity. That's what I want. That's what I want for everybody. I want you guys to feel loved, be loved, love other people, and then just try to get out there and do the best you can. I had said that I was going to talk a little bit about some people in the business that I'm in, and I'll touch base on that right now just a little bit, just to give some people some shout outs. One more time, if you guys are looking for somebody, we're getting kind of close to the end of the season, but if you guys are looking for people to do yard work, small jobs, excavating, fire pits, things of that sort, I've got a laundry list of people that I can tell you. If you want to take this down somewhere, Pinnacle Outdoors, his name's Kendall Catlett. Look it up. You can find it online. Cody Henry, Henry Enterprises. They do that type of work. Peyton, I'm sorry, Jared Sparks Property Management, which is my cousin Toby, God rest his soul. His daughter is married to Jared, and they do fantastic work. They're in the Seymour area. Kendall's more kind of in the Pigeon Forge area. For those of you, Cody Henry, I think he goes a little bit out New Center, if I'm not mistaken, that way. Carlitos Lopez, he does a lot of tree work. He's up in the Gatlinburg area. He does a lot of stuff for Gatlinburg. Does a lot of stuff for Ober Gatlinburg in that area. And I'll tell you why I tell you guys this. It's very important in the business that we're in to stay in an area. I mean, if you were super large and you had 10, 15, 20 trucks, yeah, you can, we'll see people from Knoxville come in and stuff. I'm like, wow, but they're that big, they can spread their fingers out. For us locals here, I try to tell people when they call me and they say, hey, I've got a house in Seymour. I'm like, okay, Jared Sparks, he's your guy, because he lives down there. Somebody that lives up way back in near Cosby or what have you, I say near Cosby, Pittman Center or stuff like that. I'm going to give him Carlitos' name. That's the area that he is in. Now, he'll go other places. Kendall Catlett, he's kind of a Pigeon Forge boy. Cody Henry, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville New Center. And you never know. You can ask them, and they'll tell you. Most of those guys are really good about telling you, well, that's a little far for me, so it's not advantageous for me to come out there and do that work. I mean, maybe if it was on if you're doing one big job and they're going to make money, you're going to be happy, that's one thing. But to drive certain distances, it's not good business for us to waste all the gas to get out there and then the mower. So I split it up. That's because I get so many people calling saying, who do I call? And these are people that aren't from here. Most of the time it's cabins or maybe some homeowners. So I try to keep people in areas that I know that's where they're at. It's just good business. So guys, check those guys out. Another tree service. You've got, oh my gosh, Four Seasons Tree Service. Paul and Stefan, great people. They do stump grinding. Stefan does stump grinding. You've also got, I use them all the time. And now it's escaping me. It'll come to me here in a minute. But anyway, guys, builders, if you're into remodeling, if you're needing something done on a house, whether it be a cabin, a house, you want a spec house built, you want to get somebody to build your house. My buddy, Billy Ryan's Construction Service, he remodeled the outside of our house and did a bunch of stuff, and just fantastic. Just a fantastic guy. Him and his brother. His brother's in Seymour. They're working on a house down in Farragut. That's how good they are. The attention to detail, the workmanship, and they want to go above the contractor grade. There's nothing wrong with contractor grade, but you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. You've got contractor grade spec homes. They are a step above that. He's not going to give you contractor grade stuff that's going to wear out, and in 3 years you're going to be like, oh, that was terrible. And obviously you're going to go back to who built it. That's not always the case. You can put the best contractor grade equipment in a house that's out there, and over time it's just going to dilapidate, because that's just what it's for. You're trying to get in, make a profit, whatever. But Billy Ryan's Construction, you guys, once again, look it up. He does some property management too. He's got a couple of cabins he takes for. He actually takes care of some cabins over in the middle of Pigeon Forge that I mow around and stuff, and he does maintenance. He does maintenance on things like that. So check him out if you're looking for anything like that. Like I said, I want to get more involved in getting the information out here for everybody to be able to know who it is we live around, who can I call for help, and things of that sort. So I wanted to touch base with all those people, and she is going to kill me if I cannot think of her name. Tree service. I swear, I am drawing the biggest block in history. Denison's. There it is. Denison's Tree Service. Kathy Denison. Great people, just hardworking people. All these people, hardworking people. And I truly feel like if you call any of these people to the best of their ability, they will do what you need done, or they'll tell you if they can't, here's who you can call. So don't get discouraged if you can't find somebody to do what you need done. Well, we can find you somebody, and we can pass it along, and everybody can be happy. Speaking of passing it along, big news. Larry Waters going to retire. He's done. Longest serving mayor in Tennessee. Did not know that. It makes sense. I don't ever remember a time. Well, yeah, I really don't ever remember a time where he wasn't the mayor. So there you go. So we'll see who comes in. Let's see. Is it Jonas Smeltzer? I think he stepped down too. He's going to retire. So street department going to have some new blood in there. We'll see how they do. You guys, lots of crazy things happening around the county. New changes. Pigeon Forge has got to change. Greg Patterson up in Gatlinburg. I talked to one of the employees up in Gatlinburg the other day, good buddy of mine that I coached with when the kids were small up there at GP. I just helped them out. I didn't really coach. I wrangled monkeys. I just grab them and get them out of the soccer goal and put them back over here and then stop them from putting ice down each other's pants. So that's what I did. But I got to meet a guy in Gatlinburg. He's great people. And he was talking about in the last 4 years how their pay had gone up and just things are on the uptick. And like I said, Pigeon Forge, I know rumor has it they're in the works for doing a lot of different things with their people, and how that falls, I don't know. I'm a county man. I kind of wish I was in Sevierville, or not Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, well, matter of fact, or Sevierville, I guess, because Pigeon Forge is on one side of JL, Sevierville's on the other side. And here, Betsy and we're in limbo. The one thing we don't have is sewer service, which I would give anything to have sewer service. But we've got a good, septic tank here and everything. We had issues over here, but we got it fixed. But boy, it'd be nice to be annexed in and have that. But then again, I wouldn't be able to walk off my back porch and just shoot my gun anytime I wanted to at 1 o'clock in the morning or at 10 o'clock in the day. I haven't done that in years because we do have more neighbors now. So I try to respect that. But anyway, guys, such good things going on around the county. The tourism, it seems like it's off this year. I mean, and it may be a little bit, but I saw some numbers that come in the other day from Sevierville, and they were touting these huge numbers. So that's good. But you got to think things are progressing out 66, and so a lot of people are stopping out there a little bit more, and that's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then things are going to start going toward Newport because the road that they're putting out toward Newport. If you have not been to Newport in a while, and you're out on a Saturday or Sunday drive, take off and go through New Center and go on the new road to Newport and just go check it out. Go check out that Walmart out there in Newport, because it's kind of like our old Walmart. You could move, but anyway, it's going to move out that way. My buddy Billy, he's building a house in White Pine. They're out in White Pine looking around. So just fantastic things, like I said, going on. Oh, new Walmart going out on 66, and that's going to be 2027, I think they said. So will that take off some of the pressure of this Walmart? Probably not. It might. I don't know. I hope it does. But I will say this. I went into this Walmart over here, the big Walmart next to Chick-fil-A. I have not been in there, I promise you, in a year. Yes, it's been about a year since I've been in there. I went in there the other day. They had every single thing in the store stocked. They widened the lanes, the aisles. Everything was stocked. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe it. I actually called Betsy and I said, "You're not going to believe why I'm calling you." She said, "What?" I said, "First of all, do you need anything? And second of all, Walmart they're killing it." I said, "They're killing it. I don't know who they got managing or what their plan is, but it was actually very nice to walk through. I didn't get run over. I didn't get cussed. It was fantastic. So good on Walmart. You know, we don't go in there. I don't go in there. Betsy has our stuff delivered because she's got the app and all that stuff. Whatever. But anyway, I'll shut up, guys. Man, alive, 35 minutes. Whew, that's crazy. I didn't realize how much I can just sit and talk. I guess that's why Betsy said she's going to end up. She said, I'm going to end up divorcing you. I was like, why? She goes, shut up. Because when I get going, it's hard for me to let anybody in edgewise because I know what I'm talking about. I've been telling you all this forever. My sister, she tries to come over here and get in my business, and she tries to interject things, and she just makes me mad. So I have to overtalk her. Then I have to smack her around a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to get Sharon in here soon. One day when I can get her over here, just me and her, and we'll talk. She's going to be my first guest that I have on, and then which don't freak out. Most people be like, why in the world would he not have Betsy on? Listen, my wife is my sunlight. She's helped create everything I have. Without her, I don't have anything. But without my sister, my wife doesn't have the man that she has now, because my sister helped mold me and shape me and realized when I was stepping out of lines, she would help me get back in. And she's my rock from childhood up until I met Betsy, and through Kaylee being born and then meeting Betsy and everything. She has helped mold me and shape me and help just give me everything. So that's why I'll have my sister on first. So those of you that don't know her can meet her. And if you've ever wondered, like, what is wrong with Darren, I can blame it on her. Then I'll have Betsy on. And then we'll kind of go from there and just kind of open up. Right now, it's been so busy for everything. It's just hard. And my sister, she's got Aria, her and Chuck are taken care of now. And it's hard for her to break free. But we'll get it together. We'll get it together. And hopefully my little lapel mic here is doing well. I'm still tinkering with the podcast system stuff. So we'll get there too. But you guys, I can't say it enough. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. If you would, I would love it for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it, put it out there. Once again, I'm trying to figure out how to get everything to blast out at the same time and it be a little more, but you know what? That's just life. You know, about the time I figure it out, the algorithm will change and poof, there you'll go. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. You don't know how much. Tune in tonight. Watch the Cowboys beat the Eagles. Maybe. If Jerry Jones stays at home, maybe. But tomorrow, football. Oh, I'm sure there's college tonight too. So get you a couple, 10, 12 TVs, YouTube, 46 channels. There's going to be all kinds of football tonight. Football tomorrow night. Saturday, woo, college football. And then Sunday, NFL. You know, I'm getting a little more into the NFL. They've chilled out with all the BS over the years, and it's just kind of, we're just back into football. That's what we care about. We want to be happy. We want to be happy. We don't need to be political. We don't need to cure cancer. We don't need to, we need to send money if that's what we're going to do, is raise money, but we don't need to be the Debbie Downer right in the middle of a football game, soccer game, baseball game, and everybody just go, ugh. We want to be happy. Happy. So tune in this weekend. Enjoy the weather. Oh my God, it is absolutely beautiful outside. That's the reason why I've got my glasses on. You can see a little bit of that glare. Got my air conditioner going. I'm still a little fat boy, so we'll sweat a little bit. I had to turn it on just a little bit. But you guys have a great weekend. I love you. I mean it. Greatest country in the world. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And let's LIVIM, baby.